Hey there, respawners. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Today, I am going to show you how to complete Phase 1 of the new Cartographers Expedition. But before we get to that, I want to see if we can hit 20 likes on this video. So click that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I make all sorts of guides for No Man's Sky and other games as well, and it would go out a long way to helping me reach my goal of 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Now, let's get to this guide. A quick tip before we get started, I would highly recommend putting your game in offline mode, disabling the multiplayer, because there's so many people and everyone's on this one planet. It can cause things to lag a little bit, and it'll be a much smoother experience without that. So just go to your network, disable the multiplayer, and keep going from there. So for the first challenge, all you need to do is find your ship. Luckily, you always spawn right next to your ship. You can see mine is right there in front of me. You just walk right over to it, and then you get your ship. And right there, you can see challenge is complete. So let's go ahead and collect those rewards. The rewards you get are these 5 ion batteries. You get 120 oxygen, and then this oily causality isolator. This, you just have to dismantle it, and it'll actually give you a random element. This one's copper. One time I did, it gave me gold. It'll randomize every time you do it. So for the next challenge, all you need to do is build a terrain manipulator. So to do that, you want to go to your multi-tool, and you can pick any slot. Just install the technology for terrain manipulator. You'll need 2 carbon nanotubes and 2 dihydrogen jelly. All right, so now that you have collected the materials and crafted your components, just go ahead and install them into the terrain manipulator, and your challenge will complete. So now you can just collect your reward and install the new technology into your multi-tool. For the next challenge, all you need to do is find a cave and be inside of it while there's a storm going on. The easiest way to find caves is just look for a big hole in the ground, kind of like this one right here. Big hole, this is a cave. You'll know it's a cave when you see stuff like that hanging from the ceiling, or these ones coming up from the ground look like spikes. Those are the things you want to look for to find a cave. All you need to do is just go inside and wait for a storm, and then the challenge will complete. So now that you have that, just go ahead and collect the rewards, which will give you the base computer plans, as well as a powerful hazard protection, which is really great. You already have one to begin with, so having a second one on you will be extremely useful. For the next challenge, you need to establish your first base. So in order to do this, all you need to do is build a base computer. And to do that, you will actually need 30 chromatic metal. So look in your visor for a copper deposit. The closest one to me right now is 517 units away. So go and collect as much copper as you can. Before you start mining the copper, make sure you change the size. On the Xbox, it's the left bumper. If you're on PlayStation, I believe it's L1. But you want to change the size to the smallest it will possibly go. That way you can collect more of the resource, and you want as much as you can get. So once you've collected all that copper, what you want to do is put down your portable refiner. You already start with one, so you don't have to worry about building it, and turn all of it into chromatic metal. Now that you've turned all that copper into chromatic metal, just put it in your inventory, and let's build the base computer. I would highly suggest you build the base computer as close to your Starship as possible, because that thing ain't going to be moving for a while, and yeah, you don't want to go too far from it. It's going to take you way too long to get back. But once you've claimed your base, you can finally start building. You only have access to the alloy building parts, which means you're going to need a ton of ferrite dust. So if you don't have enough already, go get more. You're going to need a ton of it. You need to build at least 15 things. The base computer counts as one, so you need 14 more things. I'm going to go ahead and build my base, and I will see you all when it's done. So here I am inside the finished base that I made. As soon as you have all 15 pieces, the challenge will pop. So just go and collect the reward, which will be the construction unit plans, a construction unit, as well as 20 salvage data. So the next challenge is to deploy and use a signal booster. So all you need to do for a signal booster is make sure you have 1 carbon nanotube and 1 metal plating, and then go to your build menu, select the signal booster, and then just put it down wherever. As soon as you have it set down, activate it, and you want to choose locate nearby buildings. So as soon as you use the signal booster, the challenge will complete. So you can go collect your reward, which will give you some wiring loom, Corvax casing, Corvax convergence cube, and navigation data. So the next challenge, you have to go inside of an alien building. It doesn't have to take place during a storm, and it can literally be any building you come across. It does not matter what type of building it is. However, if the building is underwater, it will not count for this challenge. I tested that myself. Doesn't work. So it has to be on land for it to count for this challenge. Now, after you used your signal booster, it will have found a building for you. The building that it found is only 6 minutes away, so luckily it's something I can actually get to. I know a lot of people have been reporting that they're getting things that are hours and hours and hours away. The first time I was testing, I got a building that was 10 hours away. It was nuts. If that does happen to you, keep using the signal booster until you find something closer. If it doesn't pull anything up, then while you're out walking around, use your analysis visor and try to see if you can find an unknown building. It'll have a house icon. Look for something like that as close as possible. So as soon as you enter any building, the challenge will pop and you can collect your rewards, which will be 2 sets of 3 planetary charts. These will be manufacturing facilities and like monoliths and artifacts. Do not use these yet, because there's a very high chance that anything you find will be way too far for you to get to and will make it impossible because you don't have a way to get over there, at least in a short amount of time. So save those until after you can actually fly your ship, and then you can actually use those to get materials, but try to hold off on those if you can for as long as possible. For the final challenge, you have explore 5,000 units on foot. Now, if you just finished the building challenge, then you should be either done with this one or at least close to it. I currently have about 308 units left to go, so I will get that by walking back to my base and it'll be complete. So once you've reached the 5,000 units, you can collect the rewards. For this one will be a defensive system upgrade, a movement upgrade, and some sack venom that you can sell. And with that, you have phase 1 complete. Now all you gotta do is collect the Jetpack bubble trail, and I'm gonna hop over to my creative save and show you what that looks like. So to collect the Jetpack bubble trail on any of your save files, head to the space anomaly and come talk to the Quicksilver merchant. Once you're in the menu, select the collect expedition rewards option. Once you have this open, it should be near the top, if not the top one. Just go ahead and select it. And now you have that as an option. So head over to the appearance modifier and you can add it to your jetpack. So now that you've selected the Jetpack bubble trail, this is what it actually looks like. So it's got some tiny bubbles that pop out. It's kind of fun. I like it. It's not my favorite. I thought it was going to be a little bit better, but I still really enjoy it. It's just a fun little thing you can have, just bubbles popping out of your back. I prefer the purple trail personally. I think that looks way cooler, but this is a nice little touch just to have as just a personal flair, I guess you could say. So No Man's Sky is doing another Twitch drop campaign for this expedition. It will last from September 9th all the way through September 13th, and I will actually be streaming every single one of those days. So stop by twitch.tv/respawn and the longer you stay, the more rewards you will get. I will be posting on my Twitter feed when I'm going live, about an hour or so beforehand. So go follow me on Twitter at respawn_gent, and you will get all that information when I'm going live, so you can get all of those rewards just for watching someone play. So that's going to be everything for phase 1 of the Cartographers Expedition. Leave a comment down below if you completed phase 1 and how many phases you've already completed. Thanks for watching.